Deciduously, the two friends and the bear, detailed story version. Once upon a time, in a small and peaceful village at the edge of a great forest, there lived two young men named Ravi and Amit. They had been friends since childhood. They studied together, played together, and often told everyone that their friendship was unbreakable. They promised that they would help each other in every situation, good or bad. One pleasant morning, they decided to go for a walk through the nearby forest. The air was cool and fresh, and sunlight streamed through the thick green leaves. Birds chirped happily, and the forest path was covered with soft fallen leaves. As they walked, they talked about their dreams, their families, and the adventures they wished to have someday. Everything seemed perfect, until a sense of uneasiness crept in. The trees grew denser, the path narrower, and strange sounds echoed in the distance. Ravi said quietly, "Amit, have you heard that wild animals, especially bears, live in this forest?" Amit laughed confidently. "Don't worry. We are brave, and besides, we are together. Nothing will happen to us if we stay side by side." Encouraged by these words, Ravi smiled, and they continued walking deeper into the woods. But as they reached a shady part of the forest, they suddenly heard a loud growl from behind the bushes. Jirrrrrr! Before they could even react, a huge bear appeared on the path. Its dark eyes glimmered, its fur was thick and rough, and its claws dug into the earth as it stepped closer. The air filled with the animal's deep, rumbling growl. Both friends froze in terror. Their hearts pounded like drums. Ravi whispered, trembling, "Amit, what should we do?" But before Ravi could say another word, Amit panicked. Without thinking of his friend, he ran to the nearest tree, grabbed a low branch, and quickly climbed up to safety. His hands and legs trembled, but he didn't stop until he was high above the ground. Ravi looked at him in shock and fear. "Amit, help me. I can't climb this tree," he cried out. But Amit, now perched high up, was too frightened to come down. He could only whisper, I'm sorry, Ravi. Save yourself." Realizing he had been left alone, Ravi quickly remembered something he had once heard from an old hunter in the village. A bear never attacks a dead body. So thinking quickly, he lay flat on the ground, face down, with his arms and legs spread out. He stayed completely still and held his breath, pretending to be dead. The bear came closer and closer, sniffing the air. Its heavy paws made the ground shake with each step. Ravi could feel the bear's warm breath on his neck. The animal sniffed his ears, his hair, and even his face. Ravi's heart beat so fast he thought the bear might hear it, but he didn't move a muscle. After a few tense moments, the bear let out a deep snort. It must have thought the man was dead. Slowly, it turned away and walked off into the forest, disappearing among the trees. For several seconds, Ravi lay still, afraid to even open his eyes. When he was sure the bear had gone, he slowly sat up and looked toward the tree. Amit climbed down carefully, relief flooding his face. "Ravi, thank goodness you're safe. That was so close," he said, trying to smile. "I saw the bear come right up to your ear. It looked like it was whispering something." "What did it say?" Ravi dusted off his clothes, looked at his friend calmly, and said, "Yes, it whispered something very wise. It told me never to trust a friend who leaves me in danger." Amit's face turned red with shame. He looked down at the ground, realizing how selfish and cowardly he had been. He wanted to apologize, but Ravi quietly turned away and began walking toward the village. Amit followed behind, too embarrassed to speak. From that day on, the two never spoke as freely as before. Ravi had learned the true meaning of friendship. That true friends are those who stand beside you when you need them the most, not those who run away in fear. Mariposa moral. A friend in need is a friend indeed. True friendship is tested not in times of comfort, but in times of challenge and danger. Real friends stay by your side, protect you, and never abandon you when you need them most.